Saturday, the 19th of November 2016. This is a chart update for Ramelius Resources. Ramelius is another gold stock on the ASX in that sort of $250 million market cap range. I think they're aiming to produce about 135,000 ounces this year. It's a stock that I've only sort of briefly followed in the past, but I've noticed recently their production reports have been quite good. Solid low costs, and they've got a good cash buffer as well after doing a capital raising at 50 cents a couple of months ago. Chart I think looks very good as well. I've sort of drawn in this little trend line here that it's holding around that level, and particularly on quite good volume as well. There's a bit of absorption here. You can see here a lot of all green candles, all closing above the open. So the gold market's obviously been weak since the US election. Most other gold stocks are down, I'd say probably 15% or more. Many probably more like 25%. So very good strength there on the chart, sort of marrying up with the fundamentals. Also on sort of a long-term basis, you can see that this 40-cent level is kind of a key level as well, sort of a multi-year support zone. So when it broke through that, I think, you can sort of see here, I think there was this little channel. It wouldn't surprise me if we get a little bit of a channel there. This was sort of the exuberance at the top of the gold market, I guess, a few months ago. But I think this is sort of the channel we're going to play in if it holds this range. So it wouldn't surprise me for it to move back up towards sort of 60 cents, which I think is much closer to fair value. But this stock probably on a lot of multiples should be up more, in the 80-cent range, I think. But it probably doesn't. It's probably more on a retail sort of level at the moment. I did read a little research note that suggested that Hunter Hall was buying this stock, or at least anticipating having a look at the stock. And Hunter Hall has been a big buyer of Blackham and Doré in the past as well. So I think that they focus on this mid-tier Australian gold sector, and I think Ramelius is another one that fits in well with that theme. So it's a stock that I've been rotating out of some of the other gold stocks and moving into Ramelius. I think it's one to own for the next sort of 6 months. Seem to be fairly stable production in the short term. A few concerns about mine life, but they've got a good cash pile, so they can invest in their exploration. So I'm usually these stocks eventually, if they've got good cash reserves, they can invest in exploration and prolong the mine lives. So I think Ramelius is a good one to own for the next 6 months plus.